Yeah, hi there, and these comments are for Monica, and I am Michael Buckoff, the founder-owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-Step System to Pass the TOEFL IBT. And let's take a look at your situation. So you sent an email, or actually you made a comment at my website at onlinetoeflcourse.com. So in your specific situation, you are a healthcare professional. You need a score of 89. And you also need 26 in the speaking area of the exam. And I'm guessing you probably need 24 in the writing, I'm thinking. So you say that each time you take the test, you've taken it 4 times, your score varies in the different sections, am I right? So back in May 2015, you had a score of 85, so you had 21 reading, 19 listening, 24 speaking, and 21 writing. November 2015, you had 21 reading, 18 listening, 26 speaking. So you know you can do it. And you got 20 on the writing for a score of 85. And then December 2015, you had 20 reading, 22 listening, 24 speaking, and then 23 writing for a total of 89. And then you had a 6-month break. So you took a 6-month break for preparing for the TOEFL exam. You took the test again in June 2016, and you got 16 reading, 22 listening, 23 speaking, 20 writing for a total of 81. Right? So you say, could you please help me in getting my required score? What do you suggest? How much time should I prepare? I don't know. I guess we have to look at your 81, and we're working from that goal. So if you're 81 right now, you want to go to 89, it's only 7 or 8 points there, right? 8 points that you need to worry about, but you need to get a score of 26 on the speaking, right? And probably 24 in the writing, and your subtotals and the listening are okay, but your reading is not so good, right? Okay, and you can improve your reading every time except for your test on December 2015. Your reading subtotal has also been a little bit low. All right, so let me give you some suggestions. Now, what I would do if I were you, get some paper, and you want to take down some notes, right? So how about this? I'm going to give you suggestions in 2 different areas. The first area are things that you can do generally to improve your academic English language proficiency. And the second category of information, I will be helping you understand how to use my online TOEFL course to achieve your results. Okay, so what kinds of things should you be doing right now, Monica? Okay, I recommend to help you with your reading, make sure that you're engaging in about 30 to 45 minutes of reading every day. You can focus on news, magazines, maybe newspapers, magazines, and also books. You should be reading every day for 30 to 45 minutes. Make sure that you read material you have an interest in, and it's also reading material gauged for adults. Right, so that's something that I think that you can do that's going to be very helpful for you. Now, number 2, in addition to doing the reading practice, you should also be doing listening practice. Am I right? Give me a second. Okay, sometimes the light turns off in my room here. It's kind of irritating, but okay. You should also be doing listening. In each case, if you look at your 4 tests, your listening subtotals between 19, 18, 22, 22, so you can probably improve a little bit there. So I would encourage you to practice your listening for about 30 minutes every day. Now, for your listening, use English TV if you can. And as you do your listening practice, focus on news, documentary history, and especially science programs. That's going to give you the appropriate listening that you need to help prepare you for the TOEFL exam. All right, so as you do the reading and the listening practice, this is actually my 3rd suggestion here. you should be using your notes. You should be practicing with note-taking. Am I right? So what you're doing is you're trying to get down in note form the main and the most important supporting points of the reading and the listening passages. That's going to be very important for you. Now, using your notes, you should be writing and speaking about this information. This brings me to my fourth tip here. So what I recommend for you in your case is you also need to improve your writing, am I right? So as you do the reading, listening, note-taking, I want you to write 3 academic summaries each week. The academic summaries come from the reading and the listening passages. Remember, using your notes. And you should be writing 3 of these, 3 250-word academic summaries each week. That's my fourth point, is write 3 summaries. Now let's talk about point number 5. So in addition to writing about the reading and the listening passages using your notes, you should also be speaking about these reading and listening passages. This brings me to number 5. So I recommend maybe 3 to 5 60-second oral summaries each week, Monica. So you'll practice talking about the main and the most important supporting points of the reading and the listening passages. Right? So maybe 3 to 5 60-second oral summaries each week. So far, that's my first category. These are things generally that you can do to work on either increasing your exposure to English or actually writing and speaking about the information that you study. That's my first suggestion. Now remember, if you need other materials, you'll notice in my website I have a really good listening part of my course that you can use if you want to practice note-taking from there. I also have 70 speed reading tests that I have. You can also practice note-taking on my academic reading passages in my course, and that will also give you practice. Okay, now let's move over to my course. So now let's move into the second category. The second category contains suggestions of what you or how you can use my online TOEFL course to make the improvements that you need. Right? So we got to really tackle this problem head on, and I'm looking at maybe 3 months or so that you'll probably need, I think, to improve your TOEFL score to reach your goal. Remember that my goal is to help you get all your subtotals closer to 25 to 26. My goal is to help you get to 26 in speaking. I want to help you get to 24 points on the writing, and then help improve your reading to at least 21 or 22, and then maybe in the listening, if you can at least maintain 22 to 23 points there, you should be in pretty good shape, right? You will have what you need to reach your goal. So, as you're going through my online TOEFL course, Monica, remember I have over 700 lessons to help you to improve your vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation, listening, reading, writing, and speaking areas. So for you, I recommend that you go through the first 3 sections of my course first. This focuses on improving your vocabulary, pronunciation, and grammar. I think you should do these lessons first, really work hard, and complete these lessons. Once you've done that, then you can go through the listening and the reading parts of my course. That's the second step for you, is to go through those. And then finally, I think then it's time for you to go through the writing and the speaking parts of my course. So I'm recommending probably about 90 days, I think, of practice I think you'll need to improve your TOEFL score. Now, what you can do is, if you want to mark your progress, once you become one of my students, Monica, you can go to the 8th section of my course. I have some information about another business, another website that offers full-length IBT practice tests. I've had many of my students complete and take these practice tests. They've given me very good feedback on the company, but I think that you should at some point take a full-length 5-hour practice test, and there's really 3 benefits of doing that. You probably already know, but let me just go over them. First of all, if you take a 5-hour TOEFL IBT practice test, you work on developing the strength and the stamina needed to complete a 5-hour exam. It's not easy to concentrate in English for 5 hours. So the practice test helps train your brain and your body to take a rigorous exam like this. The second benefit of taking a full-length IBT practice test is you get more familiar with the format and the structure of the exam, but you don't really need that because you understand how the test works, having already taken the test 4 times. Am I right? Now, the third benefit of taking a full-length IBT practice test is you will be able to mark your progress. So you will see your subtotals in the reading, listening, speaking, and writing sections. You will get an overall score, and then you can say, okay, how did I do? And you want to see, how did you do on the 6 speaking tasks that you completed? How did you do on the 2 writing tasks that you completed? And is the score close enough to your goal? If the answer is yes, then you are now ready to take the TOEFL IBT actual exam. All right, Monica, so those are my suggestions for you. To go back to what you said in the comments, I just suggested how you should prepare, and I gave you some good information there. How much time? I'm saying maybe 90 days, probably what you're looking at. I'm guessing 3 to 4 hours every day for 90 days should give you enough, I think, practice to get you above the goal that you seek. Even, I'm hoping, this will get you closer to 95 or even 100. And certainly, I'm hoping it will help reach your subtotal scores in those sections that you need, right? So those are my comments for you. All right? Anyway, thank you very much for making the comments at my website. And good luck to you. I really hope that you can reach your goal soon. I know it's frustrating to have to take the TOEFL test several times and each time come up short, but I promise you I will do my best. As long as you're one of my students in my online TOEFL course, you can always email me, you can ask me for suggestions, and remember that I will comment on the speaking and the writing practice tests that you submit. You will get scores in both areas, and particularly with speaking, which is something that you want to focus on. I will give you audio comments on your speaking, and you can also do pronunciation and speaking practice in my online course. It's all part of your low monthly fee of being one of my students. All right? Anyway, good luck to you.